You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Baby Daddy After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Baby Daddy After Show.
What's this episode called?
Welcome, guys, to Baby Daddy.
Let's just enjoy this song for a second.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's like Spanish guitar.
And you said something else before that, though. You said it sounded like...
Porn music.
There you go. Or elevator
Welcome
music.
to Baby Daddy After Dark.
AFTERBUZZ After Dark. Welcome, guys. Oh my gosh, Andreas is going to sing for us.
For those of you who don't know, Besame is Kiss Me.
And if you watch this episode, you know why we chose that song.
Because there was some kissy.
There is. But before we get into that, welcome, guys. It's Baby Daddy Season 3, Episode 20.
We haven't even popped the champagne.
I know we have champagne. It's the season finale, guys. We have champagne. I'm your host, Annika Michelle.
I am Andreas / Greek Casanova.
Time to pop, Andreas.
We're going to pop some off-brand champagne, also known as Prosecco. So just to celebrate, but we can talk while I do this.
We can keep talking while you try
to... It's going to be really boring.
While you try to pop it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to try. It's going to happen. But sad episode.
It was, but it was funny. We both were laughing.
It started off like, I think both of us thought, the beginning of the episode, we're like, well, this is kind of a weird, like, energy.
Transition.
It's like a weird energy for a finale because it was really, like, nonstop laughs for probably 80% of the episode.
Yeah.
And then the last 20%, it just, like, really hit me and you pretty hard. I thought it was pretty emotional. But, like, I loved how it started off with Ben and Riley just going at it
with the luggage still on.
Yeah. Yeah, and then her luggage matched her outfit. Good for you, Chelsea. She's so fashion forward. I'm good. I've done this before.
Aim it the other way. I'm a little nervous.
Boom. You hear that?
Bam! Pop for all of you guys who are watching.
Popping bottles at the AFTERBUZZ studio. So, yeah. So, ladies first.
Thank you.
So yeah, no, it was nice to see them, you know, enjoying themselves on the elevator, and it was nice to see Ben and Riley back together. Yeah,
and like you said earlier, like they hardly have been together in an episode. They've only been like, what, half an episode, if even? Or like maybe one episode fully, or, you know.
The writers keep those guys, like, their relationship has been like accumulative, like the I don't even know what I'm saying right
champagne.
now. Yeah. Basically, it's been like a 10-minute relationship because they're only together like 25% of like every 4 episodes. I feel like, and it sucks because
that's good.
Them together, like I think it works.
It's good.
They both it seems like they get along with each other really, really well, and it's just fun to see them interact together. And she just seems really happy when she's with Ben.
She does. She does seem happy, and Danny doesn't seem too happy when he sees them together because obviously he's liked her for a long time. We find out because they had it. No, I'm trying to cheers with you.
I thought she keeps holding out her glass like she wants some more champagne. I'm like, all right.
Yes to the season finale.
Cheers. Yeah, and Ben, our wonderful engineer. Thank you. No problem. What's up, Ben? So, yeah, and another interesting thing about this episode was it took place mostly outside. Which is
a block party, yeah.
Block party. So we both were there for the live taping, the Friday taping. So it was like, I think that might have been one of the shortest episodes they've had.
Even though they did go longer because that treehouse thing with all of them took a couple takes. Yeah, the final scene in the show, obviously, that was the last scene they shot, I think, in the whole thing. They shot it like in chronological order like they normally do. But it was, yeah, like just being there and watching that whole scene unfold, because I remember during that scene I was in the screening room, and they probably did that scene 4 or 5 times. Yeah. And I felt like they killed it on the first one, and it was like a really emotional scene for both Danny and Riley, and I think Riley just killed it. Like I just totally, you know. I think America fell in love with Riley if they weren't already in love with her to begin with. I feel like everyone's already in love with her. She's so cute. She just like everyone wants her
everybody
to
wants
win,
Riley
like
to succeed.
Said, you know.
And what else? The episode was great because it was a huge ensemble cast, so everybody got their 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, 2 seconds. They were battling with the Applewhites. This is what happened. They were battling with the Applewhites to win the block party that Bonnie would usually throw.
Yeah, block party competition, annual block party competition that Bonnie basically created, so she was very proud of that.
She was, and she had Tahj. She adopted Tahj as a son so he could sing in the karaoke competition.
This isn't bad. This was like
it's
$6.
actually pretty good.
$6 at Trader Joe's, and we chilled it in 5 minutes, and it's actually pretty chill.
Yeah, it is pretty chill.
Yeah.
Those of you watching, that's our little.
If you guys want the fastest way to chill champagne, if you're like on a date or something, the quickest thing to do is get a bucket of ice, put some water in, and spin the champagne in there. You'll get it done in like 5 minutes.
It's so true. We just did it.
We did it 5 minutes before the episode. So just that.
Just a side note, guys. But
fact of the day.
I liked all the competitions that was going on. I thought it was hilarious when Tucker and Danny were doing the wheelbarrow. Oh my god! So
how did you lose the
hilarious.
wheelbarrow competition? And then they're like, we really didn't think that one out.
Yeah, well, because Tucker is holding Danny's legs and he's like, "Rawr, rawr, rawr."
Yeah, and Tucker's a quarter the size of Danny.
Right,
so
not even. It should have been the other way around.
that was funny. What you probably did like block parties or picnics
Not really
and stuff
block
like that when you were
parties.
younger? No?
I mean, like, not my block didn't really have parties, but
You weren't on the same block as Danny from the block?
I wasn't. But my apartment building had like a courtyard in the middle, and we had like parties in there. Did you?
Yeah, it was awesome. I remember we had slip and slide. We had the potato sack races, water balloon fights, and then we had the egg tossing competition. You ever do that?
Yeah, those are fun.
Man, yeah. So it was fun. What would be the competition that you would excel at the most?
The
of
water
all the
balloon
competitions? Of the ones they did in this episode.
Oh, well, we only saw the.
Well, they did the singing, the pie eating. They did the wheelbarrow, and then they did the chili eating contest. So I mean, the chili cooking contest. Can you cook?
I can cook, yeah.
Okay. So.
JL makes a mean chili. Maybe he'd win that one.
Oh yeah, JL made chili for both of us. Was he on that episode? Did he come over? Like
no, he didn't.
We just
came back and gave him a shout out for the chili.
Yeah.
He's like, give me a shout out, guys, and we did. We were good hosts.
Man, last week we thought we were gonna get like 3 people on the show. We thought we were gonna get Melissa. We thought we were gonna get Derek, and then we thought maybe we could possibly squeeze Tahj because both of them couldn't do it because they had scheduling conflicts. I think Derek's on a date tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
They all have scheduling conflicts.
But yeah, Tahj is actually working his little butt off. He's in the studio right now recording a new album, like his first album.
I know. He has an amazing voice.
And we got a sneak peek of that tonight.
Of him
on the
singing.
episode. He's got like a Michael Jackson sound to him. He's super talented.
If you guys haven't watched it already, which if you're a Baby Daddy fan, you should have watched it by now, you should go see YouTube Tahj Mowry singing Rolling in the Deep a cappella. That thing is amazing.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude is so talented. And it's kind of sad because he had his big shirtless scene today, and it's like Derek comes out, woo! We got JL, we got ow! And then Tahj comes out, and it's just kind of like this awkward silence. But maybe, I don't know, maybe the crowd guy doesn't want him to whistle during that because he's like kind of the comedic relief. And it's like, yeah, Tahj, Tucker's a good-looking dude, but he's not cast because he's
cast
the strikingly handsome,
one.
good look. He happens to be good-looking, but he's super, super funny. So.
He didn't want to take that away from him,
he had a really funny episode tonight. And hopefully, next season, 100%, he's going to be on the show. And we're going to start the show off with one of his new tracks.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
All dance into it.
And then there were so many, like, different parallels today because we were talking, because we
so
watched the show today. Because, okay, so we have the scene where Tucker's singing. Yeah. And that's the reason why he can't be on the show tonight because he's recording.
Because he's recording.
We have Riley and Ben, who just got back from a trip on a train, and Jean-Luc and Riley right now are in Europe, Chelsea, BFFs, just hanging out on trains, taking pictures and making everybody jealous.
Right.
I'm jealous.
I'm jealous. Where was my ticket invite, guys?
They're all over the UK. They were like England.
Everywhere.
Ireland, Scotland. So I got a burp.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
And they're everywhere.
Bubbly champagne.
But it's true. That was 2 parallels.
And then what else do we have? We had a couple other. Oh, we had. Oh, well, Derek might meet up with Jail on the end of the trip in Paris,
and
where Derek is going to end up going to
Danny
Paris.
with Mallory going to Paris to try things out. That was another thing. Like, It's kind of random to have Mallory in this episode, but I understand why she was there.
And I just thought of this. Sorry for interrupting. Mallory's going to Europe to film for work for her new show that we were talking about, Gallivant. So it's like all these things are coming to fruition, and it's crazy. It's like, what was going on? Did they manifest these things, or?
Yeah, like how did Dan know this was gonna happen a year later when he wrote this episode? It's
Dan, you're
insane.
Crazy, man. He's just orchestrating everything.
Yeah.
He's like the puppet master.
Little do they know, it has something to do with their real life too.
So yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
It's cool.
And then we had Baby Emma. It's sad. That's gonna be the last time we see those set of twins.
New set on the new season.
Am I boring you?
No.
You're like totally young.
Sorry. No, it's been a very long day, you know.
Yeah. So this is going to be our 4th set of twins coming up, 4th season, 4th set of twins.
This should be interesting. I'm sure they'll look just the same.
And we had Heidi on the show a couple episodes ago.
1 week ago.
And she said they're going to try to get them to grow, possibly.
With the show, like Michelle from Full House.
So,
which I'm kind of excited about.
So hopefully we have... I mean, they struck, like, the lottery. They hit gold with the Olsen twins because they're 2 cute girls. And you know how some babies are really cute and then they, like, get really ugly cute, and then there's some, like, really... awkward-looking kids that turn out to be really handsome or attractive. Yeah. Those kids were cute when they're younger, and then they're cute as they grew up, and they're cute now. So it's like they're gonna. I mean, it's gonna be some strict competition.
It is definitely some big shoes to fill, and
that'd be a good reality show though. It's to cast the next
Olsen twins.
Yeah.
Back to this episode though. So you know how Riley was obsessed with the treehouse because it made her feel better, and her and Ben are together, but she doesn't want to tell the world.
Yeah. Which,
in my opinion, is like, why don't you want to tell the world? You finally have the guy you want. Is it maybe because she still has feelings for Danny? Is it like her insecurity? Like, I'm just thinking, like, you finally got the guy you've been wanting.
I think it's more that she feels sorry for Danny. I feel like she knows that Danny. She doesn't have the same feelings for Danny as Danny has for her. Right. But she knows, like, Danny's got this, like, almost unconditional love for her. And the fact that Danny was, like, we talk about this all the time, he's loved her since the beginning of time. Yeah. And that, you know, to know that there's somebody on this planet that cares so much about you, and it hurts her because she knows, like, she probably wishes she had the same feelings for Danny as she did for Ben. And that's got to be painful, you know. It's like she's come to this realization that she doesn't have the same feelings for Danny as she does as Ben, and that's gotta it's gotta hurt Danny. Yeah. And she doesn't want to hurt Danny. Obviously,
no,
she cares about
friend.
Danny.
Yeah.
And I just feel bad for her, and I feel bad for him too. And the fact that he is like, it's got to be like a dagger in the heart for him, you know, seeing his brother, who's not as interested in her as he is.
Yeah, who hasn't been there the whole time, who hasn't done that much
is now
for her,
like
getting her.
Even though he's got this awesome girl, Georgie's an awesome, amazing person, but it's like still in the back of his mind, that's his true love. But during the kiss, though, we talked about this when we were watching it. Yeah. It's like, so they're sharing this like romantic, passionate moment.
Riley and Danny.
Ben.
Which
when
part?
When they're kissing.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like, he must be an open eye kisser, because he's like kissing her, and then all of a sudden he notices part of the treehouse has like a writing box on it. Yeah. But it's like behind a piece of plywood.
In the dark.
So it's dark. We don't even know what they're looking at. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Whoa, what's that?" Mid kiss, and he tears it open to reveal like this heart-shaped Danny Wheeler loves.
Yeah. DW loves RP, FLA for love, lost love. Always love forever.
Wow, yeah.
Something like that.
That was good.
I can't wait.
We should start writing notes.
Yeah, we should.
You just took your headphones off.
I did.
It's the last episode.
We're just doing it.
Wait, no.
Because I can't. This is not staying on my head. I've given up.
All right, we got our episode.
But that's true. Like you said, he must have had it with his eyes open, or else how in the world is he going to spot that in the dark? Yeah. And why were your eyes open? Like Bruno Mars sings, why were you kissing with your eyes open?
For sure. Like we need to have a talk with Ben next time he comes and be like, why are you an open eye kisser? That's so creepy.
What were you doing?
Close your eyes, dude. You're in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was just awkward and weird.
It was weird.
It was a little strange. But that happens on the show every time there's like a cute, passionate moment. Something has to, You know, it never drags out more than 2 or 3 seconds, I feel like, and then it's either...
And another passionate moment that was going on is, well, obviously they were torn up about this treehouse getting torn down.
Yeah.
So Ben thought he'd be cute and take it up, with Danny's help, of course, to the rooftop of their apartment so that she can keep it. Yeah. So Riley can have it. So he forgets the wine has to go back down. Danny's up there, and she was like, oh, my God, Danny, look what you did for me, blah, blah. And they, like, you said, like, he kissed her cheek, and they just, like, smelled each other's face.
Yeah, we talked about that. Well, first of all, it's like, okay, so... the episode they're going back to their old neighborhood because they're having a block party, and they're going to tear away this tree that they have, like, they share the most fond memories.
The Applewhites.
Yeah, the Applewhites are tearing down this tree. First of all,
the day of the block party.
Okay, it doesn't make sense. Why would you destroy this beautiful tree that's in your backyard, knowing, like,
sense.
you know, like, I don't know. It didn't make any sense. And then the second thing that didn't make sense to me was, why are they going to tear down this beautiful tree on the day of this huge block party? It's like, you think they could choose a different day, not the day where all their friends are going to be, you know, hanging out on the block. So
maybe they thought it was a good time because then everyone can help clean up the debris.
Yeah, I don't remember that part of the episode.
No, that would be fun to show.
The final competition is we're going to clean up this wood as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But obviously, all shared like really like awesome and fond memories, and it was very nostalgic being in that tree. And then Riley was talking about, you know, when she was in the tree, she didn't feel fat, she didn't have a bad relationship with her dad, everything was amazing. And then now this tree is getting destroyed, but you know, Danny, being the romantic that he is,
brought it up for her because we all know that Ben couldn't have done that by himself. Like Hulk Danny,
he's not like as romantic,
you know.
Yeah,
maybe it was his idea though. Like he said he wanted to do, and he had Danny's help to bring it up.
The more I think about Danny's character, the more I realize like he's the perfect guy,
right?
Because he's strikingly handsome, he's a jock, like has a really good career as a hockey player. And he's like what every girl wants, like a handyman. He was able to basically assemble. He's in New York, okay? Who has a car in New York?
Nobody.
So obviously he got a truck somehow. He pulled some strings, was able to like
get the other hockey players involved.
Get all the hockey players probably involved. This is all the stuff that we didn't see in the episode.
This is all and then commentary.
Reassemble this, you know, this treehouse on a rooftop in New York City. And it looked pretty dang good. So.
Yeah, and I mean, he smelled Riley's face for about 20 seconds for a minute. And which was like a romantic moment. It's intimate, like you said.
Yeah, so he's like, back to that. So we're talking about, you know, Ben and Riley shared a really romantic moment. And then all of a sudden, Ben goes to go get some wine for Danny.
He forgot, no, for
Riley, not Danny.
Danny wasn't up there.
And then Riley all of a sudden finds out, you know, like she's just... like Danny reveals that she's gonna go to Paris, and she's like, "You're gonna leave me? Why would you do that?"
And she was upset because the thing that said DW left RP was broken, and she's like, "Did you break this?"
Yeah. And they shared like the most probably intimate moment of the whole entire season
between those two.
Yeah, like that, right? That's like That's like, first of all, he like kisses her like side of her face, or was it her neck for
her
like
ear or something.
Yeah, like he nibbled on her earlobe for like 20 minutes. We had to fast forward that part. He's like and then they get close together, and it's like it was like I don't know, I don't remember if the direction was like that or they just kind of made it that way, but it was like the most like romantic.
I think they weren't meant to kiss because you know she's with Ben now, so he can't kiss.
But
her.
It made it even more intimate that they were able to share that moment. Like they were like nose to nose, Eskimo kissing style. You could like feel the energy.
But their eyes were closed, like they were kissing, and they were just like there.
Which I feel like, oh my god, if my girlfriend was doing that with my brother, I would just be like, what?
What the F?
And the icing on the cake was. Ben saw the whole thing. He's walking in with his bottle of wine.
Do your impression.
Oh yeah. Now I forget he said. He's like, oh yeah. So Danny's like walks out after his younger brother, just basically saw him share like the most romantic moment possible. Like you couldn't like
current girlfriend.
It's like a Ryan Gosling Notebook, moment. Yeah. And Danny's walking out, and Danny goes to Ben. He's like, she's all yours now. He's like, is she though?
And done. And cut to
action,
Riley sitting on the treehouse, like with looking at the.
I think he took that pretty well though.
The woods. Well, we don't know what happened after that because it cut.
I mean, he didn't like hit him with a bottle.
No.
But during the outtake, okay, so after they finally got the scene, the part that the characters actually didn't, or the audience didn't see was, so the backdrop was a green screen, so they put the city in afterwards, and they did a scene where after Ben walks in on Danny, obviously the camera's already cut. He stands up on the ledge and jumps off the building, which is pretty funny.
He committed suicide thanks to Danny.
They should have had outtakes like that. So
yeah.
So it was an interesting. What else did we miss?
The whole
singing contest.
Well, that was cute that they sung "Kiss Me," and we were talking about how that song got famous on "She's All That" when she comes down the stairs.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the slow, like she got ready for prom. You know.
Which they made fun of in not another teen movie.
When
she ends up falling down
to
the
the basement. Love it.
That's like one of my favorite movies, like
really
comedies.
Was.
So they had that, and then Tucker's voice. The whole part where Melissa ends up, you know, cooking chili that's way too hot to ruin the Applewhite's chance.
Yeah.
And then we have Tucker pretending to be one of the family. A lot of stuff happened this episode.
A lot went on. Mallory said she was going to Paris. Danny said she was going to go with her. Ben and Riley are together. Tucker is part of the family to compete for this thing, the competition block party.
Yeah. Which they ended up winning.
Finale? Yeah.
Which I was kind of confused how they won.
Well, because there was a fire in Bonnie's house.
Which stopped.
I don't know what happened after.
Apparently, yeah, fireworks went off. It kind of that part of the episode kind of confused me. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, but like, I'm sure the fans know exactly what happened. Yeah. They're like, "No, this is what happened." Tweet us, yeah, comment us. Let us know exactly what happened because I remember fireworks going off, and then her house starting to burn down. So maybe they had to halt the competition, and they had to halt that stage of the competition, so they no longer could have the singing competition, and you know they're already ahead in the books or whatever, so they ended up winning the competition by default.
But did you like this finale? Did you like the way it ended? Did you like how they kept you? Because season 4 is coming. You know, they're starting again in August. So, do you think they're gonna pick up? Like, do you think Danny would have gone to Paris? Like, what's gonna happen? Let's go on to that.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah. Do you think Danny would have gone to Paris, and it's gonna start with Danny coming back and like maybe breaking it off with Mallory? Do you think it's gonna pick up like
we
the
had
next
Mallory
day?
on the show, and we obviously don't know what's gonna happen, but scheduling conflicts with Mallory, the actress who plays Georgie, she's gonna be in Wales for the next like 5-6 months filming a show, so it's not gonna happen. Like, there's no way she's gonna be able to be in the episodes unless she has a crazy hiatus. But I mean, she's got this show, she's got that network show on ABC, Gallivant. She also just did episodes of another ABC Family show called Young and Hungry. Yeah. And then, so I think if she hadn't booked that show or whatever, I think it would be back. And I think, you know how Friends did it where they had an episode in like England or whatever, in Vegas? I think they might have I think they probably have the budget at this point where they're on their 4th season. They're probably making some decent money on the show. And I could have totally saw them in Paris shooting a scene outside the Eiffel Tower. That definitely could have happened. Yeah, I don't know. I think they might have done it. Who knows? Because you wouldn't need that. I don't know. I don't know how it works. You know what I mean?
Maybe a lot of people would fly there to first scene.
They might have had to use some local hires for production people to do it. But if Mallory wasn't doing her show, I would say they were probably shot it in Paris, and things probably wouldn't have worked out between them. And obviously, because Danny's a main component to the show,
he needs to be in love with Riley.
So he would have been back. So I don't know. I thought it was a great episode.
I did too. I kind of want to see what they're gonna. If next episode they're going to continue this thing with Ben and Riley or how that's going to pick up, because we left it with Ben finding out, seeing their little intimate moment, him saying it's all yours, and now it's just like kind of left. Yeah. He sees Riley crying over Danny leaving. Like, is she really mine, you know?
You know what they might do?
What?
Another airport scene where
like Friends.
So Ben runs to the airport to stop Danny from getting on the plane and being like, dude, your love of your life is here. Yeah. Why are you going to Paris? You know what I mean? Yeah. Who knows? Do you think Ben would do that?
I think he might, but I think he realizes that, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say that Riley doesn't have feelings for Ben, because I think she does, but it's stronger for Danny.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things where, so he's going to be like, if Ben ran to the airport, I'm just putting this like, I'm trying to like work this out in my head, and he tries to stop Danny, and he says, you know what, the love of your life is here, not in Paris. Danny's like, yeah, she might be the love of my life, but I'm not the love of her life. Aww. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So like it could go any way, but obviously he's gonna be back, and I would like to see Ben and Riley try to work things out.
I do too. I want to see where this is going. I want it to be more than a one-episode thing.
They need to make Ben's character more likable, I think, this season. I think they want, if you read the comments, we were talking to Heidi about it, like on Facebook, it's like, are you Team Ben or are you Team Danny? And I think the majority of the people, I think 75% of the people are Team Danny. Because Team Danny, I mean, Danny's the more likable character, and he's the one that's always putting himself out there and is always the one falling short. So
they want him to win.
Let's make Ben work a little harder for Riley next season.
Yeah, and actually go like have the plans go through, the executions go through. You know.
Yeah, I want to see Tucker in a relationship, or at least
for more than one episode.
Start a boy band or something.
Yes, like NSYNC, and Bonnie could be their tour manager.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
Peter Porte is gonna be back.
Yeah, he is. He's in Germany right now. We try to get him in the show.
He said that
next season he will come in. He's in Germany. He says hello.
Yeah, he's awesome. So I think, maybe things will work. Maybe Melissa will, those two will, try to work something out, or
I do too.
Be each other's wingmen or something.
Yeah, I like it.
I want to build Melissa's story a little more, because Melissa is just, she's really underused too, and she's great.
So talented.
So there's so many different ways and directions the show can go, and that's why we both love this show, and that's why we're both excited for season 4.
I know, we're gonna be both there, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching. Before I quit this, please make sure you guys go get Maria's book. I have it. Andreas has it. He reads it every night before bed.
I don't actually read it.
I mean, we don't want to know what you do with it.
I open the book.
Thank you. But seriously, guys, go. You guys can buy it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com. Whoa there. Amazon.com. Everything. It's all colored. There's recipes in there. Her exercise tips, everything. You guys need to go get it.
Great shot of her walking with a Starbucks.
It's one with her Maria and Derek shirt from Dancing with the Stars. I'm telling you guys, it's a great book. A lot of cool tips. Everyone go buy it. It's very useful.
Do you own it? A copy of it?
I do. Okay, I do. Cool. You do too. So go buy it. Maria Menounos, Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness. We had so much fun with you guys this season.
Thank you so much for joining us on this crazy journey.
I know. Thank you. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Greek Casanova. Greek Casanova. I don't have anything unique or interesting or creative to say about that, like I did before.
That was
Find me on Greek Casanova. I'm gonna miss you guys. It's been a fun season.
And now we're gonna miss you guys. You can find me on my website AnnikaMichelle.com, Instagram AnnikaMichelle1, and Twitter at Annika_Michelle. Thanks, guys.
All right,
see you next time.
We'll see you in a year, I guess.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.